Alright folks, another little video for you. Pick this little Tri zinger conversion to make it into the 4-wheel. I don't think it's the actual Astro kit that was put on some of these many years ago when the law changed. So I think this is more like a homemade one. If anybody's got an actual Astro one, then send us a picture. But not bad for 80 quid. Main reason for picking up is I only really needed a Tri frame, but being you can't really find any of them just sort of around, or if somebody has got one, you're going to be paying a fortune for it, a lot more really than what they are worth. So for £80 this was a steal. The only thing it's missing at the moment, say once I've removed the conversion off the front, would be say the pull start, but I've got spares of them. The oil box for the 2-stroke oil on the back, but I've got more of them. So we'll have a little quick look round it. It's got a bit of weight on it though with that on. Been overlooked at the wheels. The wheels, they're not zinger wheels that are on the front. They are on the back but not the front. And as you can see, however that's been done, that's sort of like, you know, been welded. That's been welded on there with like a washer or something. But again, I'll be losing all that. A few parts on the frame where it's shot, I don't think you can really see that there. You can just about see that, but holes in it there, like. But again, even if it was homemade, they've done a good job, I suppose. Head, it's got a bit of a smaller head on there. That's probably off one of your PV50s maybe. Someone might be able to point that out. Again, missing the pull start. But no snapped screws on there anyway where the pull start will go into, so that's good. Plastics have had it, plastics will go in the bin. I've got a tip one tomorrow, get rid of some stuff at the tip, so that'll be coming with us. Originally it was yellow, painted red. Nice big crack there. But they're just battered now, they've had it, it's a shame. But some things have got to go. And same as the petrol cap as well, that's about how it's split out together with a cable tie. But we got spares of them. Let's have a look at the seat's already up anyway. So apart from 2 new rubbers there on the bottom and a good clean from what I can see in these bits here, still the original foam that's under there. Well, it's been a bit bent up on that end, but I've got a better one than that, which is plain anyway, with nothing fitted on it. On the bottom of that sound, so I could possibly take that foam off that, put it on that one when all them get recovered. But we're happy. Another seat. Let me put that up here. And all them, they've all got wicked foams on them, so it is just down to recovering for the others that I've had. Airbox, no insert though. So we ain't got no insert in there, but I've got spare inserts, so that's not an issue. Just try and take this off here. Come on, nearly there. There we go. So that's off to the skip tomorrow. But yeah, I remember seeing it when it first popped up. It was on Marketplace for a little while, and the prices changed it and that. And when I eventually messaged him, he says, "I tell you what, give me 80 quid, you can take it." So we had just a little drive to go and pick it up, but worth it. When someone's selling one of them, not even with a switch on it, a screw in there, they're wanting about 60 quid a best offer on eBay, and it's worth it. Same as like the seats, what people are charging for seats and whatever. petrol tank. So, you know, 80 quid, maybe a bit of the electrics, £80 a winner. But then at least then, I haven't started that, but I should have started that one. So that tri-frame there. There's just too much zinger stuff in here. But before we know it, summer's going to be up. So we can start working on one then for a winter project. Let's have a look around in there. What's that? I thought he'd left loads of bud there. But no, it's just a bit of grass. Dry grass. In the bin. I don't know if he's got any petrol or anything in there. Let's have a rattle. Oh, yeah. Look, that's full. I'll put my cap on that. I've got one here. There we go. And then I do think now then, so the zinger tanks had that indent around it inside. We've got one here, yeah, there's one there, a bit better for you to see. So I do think now, those were definitely for the Tri zingers. I don't know what the reason for, that why they would have changed with the moulds. Don't get me wrong, I think with the bit of the spillage come running down over the front there. But then that's like me four, don't mind that, that's broke there anyway, like, but my four's just a square top as well, like, no indent on there. So that's got to be definitely the difference between the two of them. Back up there. To the airbox. So all right with that, that'll come off. Carb. Got a few carbs now. Got another carb coming as well, another set of forks coming. What else was there? Insert. I'm sure there was something else. Bar pad for a Tri, a red one. And a few other little bits. And it's mad, that little gadget here, as the throttle cable goes into, and obviously to the choke, sorry, to the throttle, and then the other one would have been to the oil pump. The kid who I bought this off, I actually sent him one of these a couple of months back, just sent it to him because he was asking for one, and I've got one back now. And it weren't the one that I'd give him, because the screws that I'd give him were cleaned. But where is the oil pump? So it's had the delete done. Shame, not light enough down in there. But it's had the oil pump delete on it, so it's running a premix. We get a torch. Just put that in there. There we go. It's got the plate in there. I don't know how old that is as well, but that's proper machined and shaped into it, like. I don't know if that was one of them eBay jobs a long time ago, like, but it's a proper job. But we're all right. We've got spare ones if we need to put one into that. My aim would be to get, so I got me 4, I have the 2 Tris, get another 4 frame, because I've got basically everything to drop on there as well. We've got plenty of spare axles in case anything happens. So we're literally covered. And as long as they don't remove the fuel and turn the petrol and turn everything electric, we'll be all right. It's original carver as well. Yeah. I remember him saying at one point that there was no carb on it. They haven't blocked up the oil, you know, the inlet for the oil. Whether like crap would have been running through there, maybe sucking crap in, possible. Exhaust, seen better days as it is. That'll come off, that'll get in the fire. But from what I can sort of see around it, there's no dents or anything on it. Obviously no insert here, nor the cap, but I've got little spares of them, which is a bonus. I suppose the main thing, like I say, with getting this, it was bought primarily for the frame, and I know for the Tri up there, even with the 4 that I had and broke down, I still weren't, I should have said, I never like had all the other like little nuts and bolts and bits and pieces that I needed. But at least from this back end, I can sort of like transplant nuts, bolts, whatever, onto that thing there. So that's a bit of a bonus. So notice we're missing that part there as well. Oh, that's been bust off or something over time. There's usually like a little bit there that's probably what, up a fair few mil, and your nut goes through there. You bolt with a little nut on the end to hold that in line, but we can get one put in there. That won't be an issue. A couple of holes drilled for whatever reason, I don't know. Well, from the 4 I've had and the other trial frame I've got, there's no pre-holes, so they've been put in at some point. Not a clue, but we're happy. I'll get filled. I've got a kill switch, or the you know, the emergency cutout. Got one of them. You can go in there, spare one of that. So we got it all basically. Let me show you these wheels a bit better. It's a shame to let them go, but I ain't gonna have no need for them. And then on the back, you see you got no axle or anything coming through there with your splines and whatever to drop your nut on. It's all been welded, but again, I ain't bothered about that. I don't want to. I might have to keep them on there for the time being. Obviously, take the wheels off. The wheels are an issue, but I don't really want to cut that axle if I've got no need to. Just take off all that back end, and by the looks of it, even a good jet wash is going to clean that up. I've had some a lot worse. In fact, it does look really good, to be honest. Yeah, we'll take that brake cable off as well. I just picked up a new one. Got a new brake cable here for the full zinger, so we can take the foot brake off. But yeah, that axle looks sound. Looks straight enough to me. So I think, yeah, we'll just break that back end off, get rid of the rims, and then get all that tidied up and put away. I've got other ones that I've got them tidying up anyway. We've got this one here, it's getting cleaned up. It's just having the paint. I've only got the last few bits now, paint to get off that, and all that sort of sorted. Rub this part down. It's the only other like little bit of rust on there, but it's like it's set on through paint or something what was put on there before, because the other side's sound. Nothing wrong with that. And that had some like paint on it, and it's like set through the paint. But we'll get that tidied up. That's ready to go. All inside's already all been greased up. Had new grease. Had one of the new, you know, these little the tube goes on there, and it's a breather into that rear housing. The originals on them are like a whitey, cleary plastic. These are black now, what I've had so far off Yamaha. Got another one here. Those were all just put on that Tri when I was just putting a few bits and pieces on there, like. But what I'll do is I'll pause it for now, and I'll take a little bit of this front end off, and we'll see how easy it is. I know I've got one bolt here, sorry for that blurring. I've got one bolt here that's gone through the frame, which ain't an issue because afterwards I can get that filled. We're going to have a bolt either side of the foot pegs as well to take that off, and then that bottom end should, well, from down there that'll drop out, undo around here that will drop out, and then it's just to see then how this has been attached to the headset, say. But yeah, buzzing, definitely a try. Alright, so bear with me a few minutes hopefully, and then I'll be back, and we'll have all that front end off and out of here then, so we've got a little bit more room. Alright, pause button. Which was to be expected, I suppose. So just taking off the thumb throttle, at least all inside sound. Yeah, but as you can see, bit of a bodge job on the throttle cable. And then again, you can't knock somebody if that's how it was running at one point. Then sort of fair play to them then buying a new throttle cable. But for myself, that'll be cut out. That's got to go. And then inside that, say, that splitter, so it'd be like your throttle cable one from your thumb throttle down to the splitter, and then you'd be off to your carb for your throttle, and obviously you'd have your other one off to your oil pump. But that's not a zinger one anyway, because you'd have it would be able to hold three, one in the centre and then one either side to feed out of there, like. So that'll come out. Notice that as well. That there's broken. That don't matter. If I really wanted to, I could clean it up and glue it. But I'll get a brand new one of them for 20 quid if I needed to. I'm sure I've got another couple knocking around in the box up here anyway, so I just need a bit of a clean up. But yeah, that'll be coming out, so we'll take that out now. So that cable's removed then now, and then you should be able to see it there. They've actually hammered down around there to hold that wire in. So don't get me wrong, I can work that. That's not an issue. But I've got other spares. I've got about 6 of these now in total, of these thumb throttles. But I've got another one of them here. This one come out of an older one. But as you can see, the gap on that is sufficient enough. And again, that just needs a clean up. But the other half of the thumb throttle that come out of, that's the one that the thread knackered in there, like. So yeah. Right, we'll close that back up, we'll move on to another little bit. The wiring on the housing, on the thumb throttle, come away better than I expected. It was all under this white tape and underneath the oil tank. So a pair of scissors down the side just to slit it open, but luckily everything's still there and come away nicely. Nice little homemade job on the brake. And we need to remove this sort of makeshift little spanner that they put in there. Looks like one of them things you get free with an IKEA kit. So we'll get that removed. So that's the bars off. There they are on the floor now. Brakes off. Cables out. Choke cable, throttle cable. Everything for the brakes there, which is good. So we'll just put that back on that for now. And then I just noticed I just put it up against the one that I ordered for the 4 zinger, the brake cable. So there, to say there's the top. It is shorter, so I found some new out today on that one. But by the look of it, it's still the original. It's the original brake that was on there. But now, happy. Just needs a clean up. And that one will be good to go as well. We'll keep that one. We'll put that up there for now. Alright, now we'll attempt the taking the conversion off. Right, so I'll be back in a minute. But again, it's just this bolt here. Obviously take it out from the other side. One this side under that foot peg, one the other side under the other foot peg. And then hopefully all that'll come away. Give it a couple of minutes and then we'll be back. And then hopefully I might need to, oh no, I might have to actually undo that stem first. But we'll see. Take this stem out and then the whole lot should drop away. Homemade jobby to me. You don't know, many years ago, the kid might have had it as a, you know, a try originally. Might have been a bit unstable for him. So there we go then, folks, that's off. 6 hours later, I'm only playing about 40 minutes. The bolt that was through here was a right pain in the ass. But, so we're going to have to probably cut this off tomorrow up here, and then she'll be able to just drop that straight out then. But in all fairness, I know that looks a little bit battered here, but the way that it's been done and fabricated, it's as though it was sort of proper. It doesn't look like it was homemade. You know, unless the man was really good at detail, but everything seems to be spot on, and just squared off, and everything sort of perfect, I suppose. But yeah, so we'll get that removed. But bonus, there we go. So in all fairness, with that going, the plastic's going. Once I've got that bar off the front, that there for £80 in the UK, not too bad really, is it? I don't think. Happy. I think I'll wrap it up there and I'll get a few bits tidied up. A little bit longer than I thought anyway. I thought it'd only been a few minutes for the video really, but thank you very much for watching. If you do, like and subscribe or whatever. But it's just for myself, it's a bit of fun doing them. But more than anything, again, bonus, 80 quid. You can't go wrong. But I'll keep you updated on it anyway, like. But bear in mind, this isn't gonna be done first. It'll be that one up here. We'll get this one done. We'll get the brake on the 4 zinger as well, and then all I think that's needed for that then is a set of grips, 2 red reflectors. Job's a good one. But we're still using that at the moment anyway, so we're happy with that. We can still go out and play with it. But no, thank you very much, and see you again soon.